Hello, welcome back to my kitchen. So I am not making dinner right now. What I am doing is I am making elderberry syrup because my son is sick. So I'm not going to video the whole thing because I have to boil them for an hour, and boiling for an hour while trying to do a video is going to be boring. So I am going to give you all of like the ingredients and everything that I'm doing, and then I'll be done. But I also want to give you the benefits of elderberries. The important health benefits of elderberries include their ability to alleviate allergies, boost the immune system, protect against bacteria and infection, lower blood sugar, help with weight loss, moderate the digestive process, and slow down the spread of cancer. That's all I got from the internet. 7 surprising health benefits of elderberries. Let's see. I just really want the breakdown here. Nutritional value. Elderberries are packed with nutrients including minerals like iron, potassium, phosphorus, and copper, as well as vitamins such as vitamin A, B, and C, as well as proteins and dietary fiber. Add some of the beneficial organic compounds that function as anti-inflammatory and antioxidant agents in the body, and you have one powerful berry. Protein, fats. Ooh, hello. Elderberries have many health benefits. Let us look at some of them in detail. Aid in digestion, improve heart health, improve respiratory health when it comes to clearing up a sore throat, a cough, cold, bronchitis, or any other issues that affect your respiratory system. Elderberry juice might be your best choice. Like many cough syrups, elderberry syrup contains active ingredients, bioflavonoids like anthocyanins. I don't know how to pronounce that, and I'm pretty sure I just botched it. To be exact, that can soothe inflammation and irritation. The syrup also acts as an expectorant and clears out the phlegm that can trap foreign agents in your glands. Ooh, didn't know that. That's amazing. Elderberry juice is even recommended for people with asthma. According to a study in the Journal of International Medical Research, flu patients who were given a dose of elderberry syrup recovered in 3 to 4 days earlier than those who were not given. Recovered in 3 to 4 days earlier than those who were not given these supplements. Boost immunity. Elderberry syrup has certain antibacterial and anti-infectious qualities and is very commonly used to ward off influenza during bad seasons where it seems like everyone is catching it. Furthermore, elderberries can protect against the effects of autoimmune disorders, even alleviating certain symptoms and the associated pain of AIDS. A 2011 paper published in the Romanian Biotechnological Letters cited a study in which rats who were given elderberry polyphenols were found to aid immune defenses by raising the number of WBCs, white blood cells, if anybody was wondering. Control diabetes. Improve bone health. Skin care. Elderberries make its way into a lot of cosmetic applications, primarily because the bioflavonoids in elderberries can boost your skin health. Weight loss. Side effects. The major side effects of elderberries include the following. Since most of the berries in the genus are toxic, caution is suggested. Okay, so if you were to just eat an elderberry, it is toxic, but if you cook it down, like I said, I have to boil it for an hour, and that cooks all the toxins out. So you don't want to like grab a bag of elderberries and just start eating it because of all the health benefits. The health benefits really don't come into play until you boil it down, because you're boiling all of the toxins out, and you're boosting all of the nutritional value. Most of the time when you boil stuff, It doesn't, because a lot of the times you boil it and then you just drain it off, which you're not going to. You are going to drain. I am going to drain the syrup, but I'm just going to drain the berries out and get rid of them. But the liquid and all of that, it just stays in the juice, and that's when the nutritional value sticks with it. A lot of people will boil something and then drain all the liquid out, and that's where the nutrients are lost. So what I'm going to do is, so the syrup that I found, it calls for 2/3 cups of dried elderberries, 3.5 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger root, and that's dried elderberries, not like fresh or frozen elderberries. It's a different amount, but I have dried elderberries, so I'm only using 2/3 of a cup. 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger root, which I just went and got. 2 tablespoons of cinnamon powder, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon powder, 1/2 teaspoon of clove or clove powder, and 1 cup of raw honey. So then it says pour water into a medium saucepan, add elderberries, ginger, cinnamon, and cloves, which if you used just regular cloves, you would also throw those out as well, but I'm using clove powder. I also have ginger root that I have to grate down, which I will do, but let me measure this out. 2/3 cup. 2/3 of a cup. Okay, we're gonna even this out. That's right at about 2/3. Oh yeah. Alright, my ginger. Sorry, I'm not gonna later. Alright, so ginger. If you have ever seen ginger root, you will see that it's like this. You want to scrape off this skin right here. I don't grow my own ginger root. I know, what a tragedy. So I'm going to scrape it off with a spoon. Here we are. All right, so just kind of scrape it. No, scraping it the wrong way. Oh, this one's not working. That spoon doesn't work. Middle spoon. Oh, there we go. Starting to get it. Okay, there we are. So, if you see, oh, it smells so good. Ginger. Ginger root. You just scrape it. Scrape. Scrape the ginger. It smells so good. I don't know if anybody else likes the smell of ginger, but I sure do. I don't plan on this taking too long because, like I said, I'm just gonna, get it going, and then I'm gonna end the video just because I'm not gonna sit here and have the video going for the hour that it takes. That it takes for the water to boil with the stuff in it. Ginger's kind of very like stringy almost. I don't know if anyone has ever messed with ginger, but it is. Okay. So. Here we are. I'm actually going to cut this I'm gonna cut it. And then I need 2 tablespoons. So obviously I can't do that, but I'm going to grate it into this little bowl. Grating ginger really is not all that easy. Wow. I was expecting a lot more from that. I was expecting expectations. Okay, here we go, ginger. Just gotta kind of wipe out the ginger. Oy. 2 tablespoons. Holy cow. I'm gonna end up shredding my knuckle off, so it's really gonna happen. All this work. So the honey is to obviously sweeten it up. Hello. Sheesh. Well, cheese and rice, that's probably about 1 tablespoon. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. It's a lot of work here with this ginger. So the reason why I'm not starting my water yet is because it said to add all of this in together. And as most of you know, I don't really follow a recipe, but when it comes to this, I will. Because I don't know how to make elderberry syrup, and I heard that it could be toxic. So you have to really know how to make it. I didn't, and I wasn't about to really make my son sick. So for now, here we are. Let's see. Just wiping on myself, why not? Alright, so I have my medium saucepan here. I'm gonna pour my water in there. I have my elderberry syrup. I need to find out if that's 2 tablespoons. I highly doubt it is. It's 1. I can guarantee you right now. It's 1. Nah. Barely 1. Barely 1. It's 1 full tablespoon. Holy cow. 1 full tablespoon. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to pour my elderberries in there now. Elderberries, oh, there you go. Let's go. Let's go, elderberries. There we are. Okay. Elderberries are in there. Now I need to try to grate. A whole nother tablespoon. Whole nother tablespoon. Oh. That going. There we are. Darn it. You dropped it on the floor. What? Ginger. Ginger dropped it on the floor. Okay.
What does ginger look like?
Like this. This is what ginger looks like. Okay. So, I need more ginger. That's great. More ginger. More ginger. Hey, honeybee, what are you doing? So, he's pretty much been sick all weekend. Good heavens. That should be pretty close to a tablespoon. That's fairly close. It's close enough. All right. So fresh ginger.
You've been doing
2
that for an
tablespoons
hour.
cinnamon powder.
You've
2
been doing
teaspoons
this for an
cinnamon
hour.
powder.
You've been doing this for an hour, Mama. I remember we were gonna color.
We are going to color as soon as I get this started because it takes an hour. 2 tablespoons of cinnamon powder, which I have to go get more for when I make pumpkin pie. A 1/2 teaspoon clove powder. Oh, Jesus. I'm seriously making the biggest mess. 1/2 teaspoon. There we go. We could do that. 12. There we go. Okay. And a cup of raw honey, which the raw honey comes later when it's cooled down. I need to heat this. There we go. I'll do medium. So what I'm going to do is, I have to clean off my cutting board. Great. Put them in the trash, I can go in the trash. There we go. These can go. All right, so I'm going to let that come to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, I'm gonna reduce the heat and cover it. And when I do that, I didn't want to put it on high, but so once I do that, I'm going to bring to a boil, then cover and reduce to a simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour until liquid has reduced by half. Remove from heat, let cool until, so you'll let it cool until it is warm enough to handle. And then you're going to pour through a strainer into a glass jar, discard the elderberries. And then you're going to let it cool, and then you do a teaspoon at a time. With children, you could do 1/2 teaspoon. If they're not sick, just like during cold and flu season. And if they are sick, you do a teaspoon about 3 times a day. 2 to 3 times a day. This makes 16 ounces, so it'll give you a good amount. Obviously, if you want to have more than that, if you have more people or a lot of people, you want more than that, then you just double up the amount. So instead of 2/3 a cup of dried elderberries, you do a 1/2 cup. You do Instead of 3.5 cups of water, you do 7 cups of water. 4 tablespoons of fresh ginger instead of 2. You do 4 teaspoons of cinnamon powder instead of 2. You do a whole teaspoon of clove powder, cloves, and then you do 2 cups of raw honey instead of just 1. So if you wanted to do a double batch, you just do everything doubled. So I'm going to let this boil. And the reason why you add honey for sweetness. It's just better than sugar, but if you choose sugar, don't do a cup. I would say do it until it tastes right for you. Honey can be sweeter, honey can also be a little not so sweet. It really just depends on what you think, what you feel. So, that is how you make elderberry syrup. I just don't want the video to be like hours long because I can't edit. Elderberries are here. I'm going to put them into a different bag. All right. Well, thank you for watching my video on how to make elderberry syrup. Like I explained in the video, it has a lot of health benefits, especially when you're sick or you have a cold or a flu. It helps with the antioxidants, the anti-inflammatory, the antiseptic, which is amazing. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe. And then also hit the little bell so you can get notifications when I upload a new video, which lately hasn't been a lot because I've been working a lot, but because my son is sick, I actually have not been working at all this week. So yeah, and if you have any suggestions of a video that you would like for me to make, please comment down below. If you have any recipe ideas or any recipes that you love and you want to see me cook, comment down below. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!